guys. Nasty day here, rain all day and pretty savage winds, but that's autumn for you. I've just been making quite a lot of fishing floats today, although I've not done much float fishing this year. It's been mainly trout fishing on the fly. Must make some flies this winter as well. I've neglected it. I used to make them every single day once, week after week after week, boxes full of them, but I just got so many flies I didn't really need any more, so I sort of went off a bit. Anyway, got the Falcon going tonight with the Dover bowl, bent Falcon, just smoking some lovely Gareth Hogarth's brown twist. Absolutely great, beautiful. I've had it drying for quite a few hours, probably about 6 to 8 hours, and it's just smoking nicely. It's important to have your moisture levels right in your tobacco. You don't want it to be completely crispy, at the same time you don't want it to be too damp and sloppy, or else it's just not going to smoke at all. This is just about right. And very often you can find a damp looking tobacco that smokes beautifully. I find that with flake and plugs sometimes, and you don't really know until you've tried half a bowl. So it's not always a case of pulling it out of the packet or the tin and thinking to yourself, well, I'm going to have to wear that for several hours. You might not need to, and you might dry it out too much, and then you'll end up having to get some peel in and hydrate it up again, rehydrate it. So really it's just trial and error in the beginning. It was important to keep it in good airtight containers as well, because some tins can let air in, so it's good to get it in something like a good kiln jar or a mason jar. I prefer the screw top mason jars. They're really good. They don't seem to let any air in. They're fantastic. They really do keep things fresh for a very long period. I mean, I've got some really big ones full of tobacco, and they just last and last. The tobacco lasts and lasts, and it's great, and it keeps its moisture content as well. So just because you've got a tobacco that might seem to be very damp, just try it first, because you might find it smokes well, and very often if it is a little bit on the damp side, it might even be tastier. You might pick up more of the good tobacco notes or the casings or what have you, that you could lose if you dry it out too much. Every tobacco's got its own spirit, it's got its own essence, and you've got to find it, you've got to relate to it. And the only way to find out is to do it, is just put it in the pipe and smoke it. So don't just think that you've got to hydrate everything, because you've not. Sometimes they're okay as they are. I've got some tobaccos that really do feel quite damp, but you put them in the pipe and they go like crazy. They're marvellous. I just love the taste of this twist though. A bit strong for most newcomers, but to experienced pipers it's really good. It's a good old Lakeland, been around for many, many years, connects us to the past. Good in all weathers, but especially on cold, wintry nights. It's just so pure. This isn't a scented one. I said before that I don't consider most Lakelands to be aromatics that are said to be aromatics. They're just scented. They've got the addition of rose geranium or Tonquin bean or almonds, whatever, but not like your mild aromatics which are very hot and tend to bite. Nothing like that. The thing is, once you've got onto the Lakelands, you find it difficult to go back onto the milder ones because they've really got the satisfaction value, the rich and the deep. And another thing, I find that the more I smoke with pipe, the more I want just pure tobacco taste. I want to taste the Virginia or the Perique or even the Tacky or whatever, the Burley. It's nice to taste them. Sometimes you can't always put a name to the tastes. You know, we talk about Virginias being grassy and hay and that type of thing, and Turkish to be more spicy, Burleys to be woody and herbaceous, but sometimes they cross over. You can't always say, oh yes, that tastes like peaches, that tastes like grass, because it doesn't always. It crosses over sometimes. Just a few thoughts anyway. Right guys, I've got to get going because I'm cooking a nice trout for tea, which I shall be grilling with some garlic and butter and black pepper. Very simple, beautiful. Anyway guys, keep it smoky, look after yourselves, and as always, thanks for watching. Take care.